Hey guys, this is Tarun again, back with another fitness video. So in this video, I want to talk about a very interesting concept, something which people have been asking me for almost days now. Something like, can muscle turn into fat? Now think about it. What happens is that, we all love to work out, especially strength training or any form of fitness. Obviously the benefits of fitness are many. You feel stronger, lower body fat percentage, and improved strength and stamina, so on and so forth. But with this hectic lifestyle, the time also comes in our life wherein we don't actually find time to hit the gym or do any kind of physical activity. So what happens in a situation like that? So whatever muscles that you've acquired turn into fat? Maybe, maybe not. Now this is the question that bothers many people. That once I stop working out, my muscle will turn into fat, and all my gains will be lost. So how true is that? I'm going to answer this question, but first let's understand the anatomy of muscle. I'm going to keep it very, very, very simple for everyone to understand. Remember that when you exercise, you're actually not growing new muscles. There is this biggest myth that people think that, while training or while strength training, I'm developing new muscles. What is actually happening is your existing muscle cells are growing stronger and larger. So remember that wear and tear, whether you're training your bicep, chest, so you're actually working on your existing muscle, you're not developing new muscles. So as you train that muscle or any kind of strength training, the number of capillaries, you must have seen when you start training, let's say if you're training your bicep, you see that pump, the rush of blood, or the supply of oxygen, it's high in that particular area that you're training. And veins or capillaries are responsible for that blood flow. So they grow larger, which means that when you're training, you need larger supply of oxygen, larger supply of blood there. So it grows larger. So as a result, your muscle looks more defined, your muscle looks more stronger, and muscle looks more shaped up. So it's nothing but a blood flow. It's just that your muscles have gone through a wear and tear, and your body or your existing muscles have become larger. But people think that no, it's about I'm going to hit the gym, I'm going to develop new set of muscle mass. No, it's not. This is how it is. Now what do you do with this existing setup? Now what happened? Now think about it. Now you will train, and now you're not training. Now you were active when you were gymming or when you're doing some activity. Now you've stopped training. From being an active lifestyle, you become a sedentary lifestyle individual. Now the reverse starts happening. And what is that reverse? We all know the reverse. The increased blood flow, which your body previously needed, is not needed anymore, because you're not training that muscle group anymore. For example, if you're training your bicep, and your body needed, those larger capillaries to supply blood there, they don't need anymore because you're not working that muscle anymore. So what happens is that area becomes pretty much inactive. But muscles don't disappear. It's just that they rather shrink or decrease in a bit of muscle mass. It's just a little decrease there, but that gives us nightmares that, oh man, I've lost muscle and stuff like that. That is exactly what happens. So how to fix it? So the best way to fix it is that, I understand you don't really there are times when you can't find time to train, which is okay. But don't just completely leave out exercise from your schedule. Do push-ups, do chin-ups, or go out in a park and do some sort of strength training just to ensure that there is no dip in that muscle mass. You can maintain it for life if you were to do it right. But that's why people always complain that I was gymming earlier, now I don't find time for any gym, but now I've gained more fat. Now this could also be one of the reasons, because what happens is when you're gymming, when you're doing strength training, Your body needs more food to recover, and you eat. Now when you stop training for a few days or for a few weeks, your supply of food remains the same, because you feel that because we were eating this much while we were training, you continue to eat that much. So what happens is, now you're not burning. Your muscles don't need that much of food because you're not giving them that load. You continue to eat, and as a result, you pack on more fat. So that's why when you leave gym or when you leave out any physical activity, don't just completely do away from it. Do something or the other, and if you feel that you can't do it, then cut down on your diet. If you feel that exercise cannot be done, I'm not talking about starvation. See, if you're taking 1500 calories while you were working out, now you just have to take 1200 or about somewhere between 1250 or 1300. Just cut down few things here and there, because this is what will define how you would look. See, I would want to urge you to train more. I would want you to do physical exercise or activity more and more, but we have no control over life. We have no control over certain external circumstances. We would always have an excuse, but that's okay. But how to cope up with it, whatever time restraints that we have, we can still do that. So in summary, I'm going to summarize it this way. Like, let's say if you quit the gym, or if you've not been able to continue with your fitness activity, do find time, at least 10 to 15 minutes, do some push-ups at home or some sort of physical activity just to ensure that muscle tightness. Two, if you can't find time for that, even those 15 minutes you can't take it out, then at least cut down your diet a bit, so that at least you do. If you're not kind of gaining fat, you're not losing muscle either. So at least you maintain it, and obviously, plus if you don't eat too much, obviously you prevent that fat storage. So these are simple things, logical things that you really need to be cognizant of, which actually we ignore. And we kind of start blaming the gym, that the gym is like this. We don't like the fact that I like going to the gym, but the only problem is that if I don't go to the gym, or if I leave the gym for a few weeks, I gain weight. That is the reason that you gain weight, because you don't change your diet. Everything remains the same. When you leave out that particular activity, you have to make up for it, and this is where we lack. So I hope this information came in handy to you. If you have any questions around this, feel free to reach out to me either on my Facebook, YouTube or WhatsApp channel, and I'll be very happy to take this discussion forward. So until we meet again, peace.